Well, when you think the 4th of July, fireworks might be one of the first things that comes to mind. It's an exciting time to gather with friends and families and see the show. But for some Americans, the experience can actually be quite triggering. NewsNation's Tamara Starr looks at the people we need to pay extra attention to this holiday.
Fireworks are a national tradition for the 4th of July, but for many who suffer from PTSD, it's a moment that is dreaded. Ashley Nguyen is a licensed psychologist, and she says that fear of fireworks goes beyond just pets at home.
They don't think of maybe veterans of war or victims of gun violence. And when people think of victims of gun violence these days, they're more so just focusing on mass shootings. But we also have to think of like people who reside in inner city urban areas.
According to an Ohio State University study, fireworks can be a lifelong trigger for people like veterans who suffer from PTSD. Nguyen says that without a treatment, the best thing a person can do is help create a crisis plan along with coping skills. But when it comes to the 4th of July celebrations, she says it's also important to listen.
Don't judge them if they don't want to go to a fireworks display. It's not for everyone. Not everyone likes the crowds and the noise.
Last week, Governor Kathy Hochul made a proclamation that will create more resources for veterans with PTSD. This will include an online screening tool and providing other resources to help cope with triggers. But Nguyen says that the community also needs to be sensitive towards victims of gun violence as well.
You know, if they're willing to go, okay, great. But, you know, I've heard a lot of stories of people kind of being like, oh, it's such a baby thing. Like, it's fireworks. It's in the sky. It's not going to hurt you. But they don't understand that the sounds, the smells bring back memories for people.
And Nguyen says it's important to always be patient with anyone who is triggered by the fireworks.
We should be thoughtful about people who may be impacted by gun violence and just keep in mind when even you're outside and you're around people that maybe you don't know are impacted, just looking out for signs, because I think we can all help each other as a community.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.